Hey man, say man, Mr. Make You Bite Blood Out Your Bottom Lip, I'm back again with another one. And we got to talk about, all of a sudden, Rolly Romero talking about that he want to fight Devin Haney next. He even talking about PBC already got a contract for Devin Haney and telling Devin Haney, hey, I'm calling your bluff, sign that contract. But it's a whole lot to that. We gonna talk about what went down behind the scenes with the PBC that now all of a sudden got Rolly Romero pretending like he now want to fight Devin Haney. Ain't that interesting? All of a sudden, you want to fight Devin Haney, and you talking about that PBC got a contract right there that they sending to Devin. Well, we got to cook about this because some things that went down that people might not realize or people might not just know. So each time we've ever heard Rolly talk about Devin, he's talking about how horrible a fighter Devin is, how boring he is, how Devin puts him to sleep, and how he'll never get in the ring with Devin. It's a waste of time. Don't even ask me about Devin, right? I'm talking about just been dogging him out for years. Matter of fact, he been dogging Devin and Shakur out for years. So now all of a sudden, with the whole Devin and Ryan Garcia thing going on and back and forth, he pop out. He trying to get in the limelight. But like I said, there's some things that went down behind the scenes with the PBC and things didn't go Rolly Romero's way. So let's just talk about it. Now, Rolly, he was trying to get an easy touch. The first thing Rolly was trying to get was a Manny Pacquiao fight, right? That didn't fall through. Then Rolly was looking at Barrios, but the thing is, Rolly was effing off and Rolly wasn't ready. He wasn't in shape to fight Barrios for February, right? So they had to find another opponent. They hollered at Ryan Garcia. They needed a big fight, right? They needed a big fight to be able to put Barrios on pay-per-view. We know that PBC, they really only throwing pay-per-view events with Amazon Prime. They ain't throwing a lot of events, and when they do throw events, they got to be pay-per-view. So they needed somebody to be able to headline a pay-per-view. Hey, Ryan Garcia got that call. Now, remember, Rolly, he's trying to campaign for a Manny Pacquiao fight. So now Rolly focuses on Manny Pacquiao again. Well, he finds out that ain't happening because Manny Pacquiao fighting Floyd Mayweather, right? He doing a tune-up. It's supposed to be with Provodnikov, and then it's Floyd Mayweather. So now Rolly, he got options, right? He looking around, and they pressing him behind the scenes like, hey, we got Pitbull Cruz. You don't want to fight Pitbull Cruz, right? And remember, Rolly was running around talking about he didn't even want a rematch with Ryan Garcia. Now he talking about Ryan Garcia ducked the rematch, but Rolly was talking about he ain't want a rematch with Ryan Garcia. He was like, let's just see him and Devin fight again. Everybody still wants to see that rematch. I want him and Devin to fight again. I want him to beat Devin's ass again. He was running around saying that, and people was like, that's kind of weird. I know I was thinking that. That's some weird shit that you didn't beat the man. He making up all type of excuses on why you beat him and how he'll beat your ass if he was really, really in shape and all of that. But you talking about you want to see a rematch between him and Ryan Garcia? You ain't really worried about rematching him, and now you popping up on social media talking about, oh, he ducked me, you scared and this, and then you go to Devin talking about all of a sudden, PBC, we didn't send Devin Haney a contract. So it is true, right? They is trying to get Devin Haney and Rolly Romero to fight. But the thing is Devin Haney is doing exactly what he should be doing when it comes to Rolly. Saying, F you, get your ass on somewhere. This is what Devin is telling him. Get your ass on somewhere. Don't come over here now when you've been dogging me out all these years. I done did everything I could to try to fight you. And you was always turning the smoke down, right? But now you want to come around talking about, oh, PBC is sending you a contract, just sign the contract. And another thing, right? All of a sudden, PBC want Devin Haney on the card. That's funny. All of a sudden, PBC is calling for Devin Haney when they ain't never wanted nothing to do with Devin Haney. They ain't never wanted to do no business with Devin, none of that. But all of a sudden, PBC sending Devin and Bill a contract. That's real funny. You know what I'm talking about? Now, I'm the only one that's gonna keep it real with all of these fighters all the way around the board. And I'm gonna tell you right now, whether you like Devin or not, Devin is doing exactly what he should do. Get your funky ass on around from me. Get from around here, right? Nah, stand on them words you were saying. Now go find you somebody. I'm not finna be, oh, okay, well, you need saving. You and PBC need saving. They need to find an opponent for you that they can put on pay-per-view. Well, I'm not your savior, right? I ain't your savior. Real talk. So with Rolly Romero right now, man, he's out of options. He out of options. Ryan Garcia don't want the rematch, and why should Ryan Garcia want the rematch when he got a Devin Haney fight on the table? And if for some reason the Devin Haney fight don't come to fruition, which it will, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? He got Shakur Stevenson. He got a whole bunch of options. Now, speaking of the Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, man, y'all see all this back and forth. Y'all already see content creators talking about, oh, such and such, Ryan don't want to fight and the fight ain't gonna happen because of this and that. That's all tactics to get the YouTube media and everybody to talk about the fight, to demand it even more and more when they already know the fight is happening. But they know that boxing fans is gullible, right? So if they see little fake talking back and forth on social media, they gonna take that shit and they gonna run with it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna use it for content. You know what I'm talking about? Content rules the world. We gonna use it for content, but don't believe that shit. I'm the one that's gonna keep it a buck with y'all. That shit is all promotion. You know what I'm talking about? The fight is going down, man. Like I told y'all yesterday, it's too big not to happen. It's too big not to happen. Ain't now one of these fighters foolish enough to turn down all that money and all that A and B side. Ain't no A and B side when Turkey involved. Everybody eats, B. Everybody eats. So, yeah, Rolly, I don't know what you gonna do, but now you out here begging and crying. You was running your mouth because he thought he had some big fights on the table. He thought he had a Manny Pacquiao, right? He was believing that shit that Al Haymon and PBC was telling him behind the scenes. But hey, so sorry for you. I'm sorry for you. Now you out here looking like a fool in the face when you could have been there and fought Devin. Yeah, let me know how y'all feel about this. Drop a comment in the comment section and make sure y'all hit my like button. Y'all already know how I do. Tego talking that boxing again, and I'm gone.